3 weeks ago, I set out to lose 20 pounds in a month, and today I'm checking in. I weigh 208 pounds, the same as last week, but I'm not worried about it, and I'll go into that in just a second. Today I'll be discussing the impact of cold on losing weight, and I'll discuss such topics as drinking cold water, ice baths, cold showers, exercising in the cold, sleeping in a cold room, and so on. First off, the reason I'm not concerned about being the same weight as last week is because 2 days ago was Valentine's Day and I used that as a cheat day. 2 pounds is just a quart, and I would not be at all surprised if I had an extra quart of water or an extra couple pounds of food going through me as a result of a cheat day. So I'm really not too worried about it. Physics says that I have burned more than I have consumed, so that much fat will have disappeared. But it does bring up an important topic of when you should do your weigh-in. So typically, if you're going to do a cheat day, and a lot of people will do a cheat day on Saturday or Sunday, and you want to do your weigh-in the morning of your cheat day, that's the lowest weight that you're going to have for the course of the week. You're not carrying extra water, your glycogen's long gone at that point. Let's talk some physics. A dietary calorie is the amount of energy required to take 1 kilogram of water and raise it by 1 degree Celsius. So, this is a half gallon of water. If I drink a half gallon of 32 degree Fahrenheit water and have to raise it up to 98.6 degrees internally, a half gallon burns about 70 calories. A gallon burns 140. So if you drink a gallon of cold water over the course of a day, and by cold I mean 32 degrees, you'll burn 140 calories, which is about the same as running a mile. Don't get too excited by that. You have to burn 3,500 calories in order to lose a pound of fat, and so you'd have to drink cold water for somewhere between 2 and 3 weeks before it translates into a pound of fat. But the small things do add up. Now ice, by comparison, because of the amount of energy required to melt ice, heating a cup of ice from ice to body temperature takes the same amount of energy as a gallon of water. They both take about 140. Actually, the cup of ice takes closer to 150. Some smart aleck's going to suggest an ice cream diet, and so yes, when you eat ice cream, the amount of energy required to raise the ice cream to 98.6 does in fact burn quite a bit of energy, but not nearly as much as you're consuming. The idea is that your body wants to maintain temperature, and it burns fuel in order to maintain that temperature. So, knowing that, what would happen if you spent time at cold temperatures? Would your body have to burn more calories to maintain body heat? And the short answer is yes. In fact, there's a man named Ray Cronise who did a TED Talk specifically on this topic. In fact, one of the things that he discusses is that the reason people exercise now when they didn't used to is because now we keep our houses at 75 degrees. There's a lot of discussion online about whether exercising in cold is more effective than exercising at warm temperatures. And some people have even done studies on this topic. They're rather unofficial studies. They have groups of athletes in the summer, they have groups of athletes in the winter, and they compare caloric consumption. And sure enough, the winter athletes burn a lot more calories. However, that's because they're doing cross-country skiing instead of jogging and so on. To the best of my knowledge, no one has yet done a real study on that, but also in my opinion, I don't think they need to. So for example, you can go outside on a 10-degree day and go cross-country skiing in a t-shirt. The amount of energy that you burn just from skiing is more than is required to retain body temperature. In fact, if you're exercising in the winter and you're sweating, it means that you're producing more heat than is required to maintain body temperature. If you're sweating, that means your body's trying to cool itself off. So the main benefit of exercising in the winter versus the summer is that you sweat less. In the summer, your body has to cool itself down a lot more because you're generating a crazy amount of heat. It's hot outside anyway. You lose a lot of water through perspiration, which is your body cooling itself. In the winter, the exercise basically brings your body up to temperature. Anyway, long story short, exercising in the cold in and of itself does not cause you to burn a lot more calories. So what can you do? One thing you can do is take cold showers. Now, with cold showers, the same principle applies. In order for it to cause you to burn a lot more fat, you actually do have to lower your body temperature. And a cold shower will pull your temperature down by a little bit, but not a ton. Again, small numbers add up. Honestly, the main reason I do cold showers is just because of the increased self-discipline that comes with it. The first several months were tough, and then you just get used to the idea that, you know what, this is not going to be fun, and we're going to do it, and you do it. But people spend a lot of money on a car that will fly off the line when they punch their foot on the pedal. They want a car that's responsive, but they don't make the same investment in their own body. Cold showers for me have been one way of doing that, of training my natural inclinations to follow what I want myself to do. Also, sleeping in a cold room has been found to be effective, provided you're not bundled up. If you're bundled up, it doesn't matter. You're not losing heat. The idea is to lose heat more quickly so that you have to burn heat more quickly. So I do one of two things when I'm sleeping. If it's not going to get below 25 degrees Fahrenheit outside, I actually go outside and sleep in a hammock, and there's a video about that here. On nights when it's going to get below 25, I'll sleep in a 60-degree room. In both cases, I use minimal covers and depend on my metabolism to generate enough heat to stay warm. Studies have shown that sleeping at cold temperatures causes your body to produce more brown fat. There's a video on brown fat here. Brown fat is a special type of fat that burns adipose fat or belly fat in order to generate heat. That's its job. And by getting accustomed to cold temperatures through sleeping in the cold, for example, or if you're making your metabolism work hard to maintain body temperatures, for example, spending a lot of time outside in a t-shirt in the winter, you can force your body to grow more brown fat, which makes it so when you go to sleep at 60 degrees with no covers, you have no trouble staying warm. Your body simply burns fat and you stay warm. And as I found, you can do that clear down into the 20s, staying warm just through burning fat. Long story short, physics works. If you're losing a lot of body heat, then you have to generate a lot of body heat, which consumes calories. And yeah, over the long run, you will lose weight. Drinking ice water, drinking water helps. Anyway, that's enough for today. Next week, we'll be talking about negatives. It's a different type of exercise that have a kind of an interesting chemical effect when it comes to weight loss. That's all I have for today. We will see you next time.